Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teacher Noob. Today I have with me Pika.
Hey.
And today we're going over The Joker, Devil's Advocate, a graphic novel one-shot of which I do have my own physical copy. For some reason it is not on DC Universe Infinite still. But basically, it decides to give us a big scenario. What if the Joker's on death row, but he's innocent? Plain and simple.
But realistically, if we look at how the Joker situation is, and if whatever he does keeps escalating and escalating and escalating, then wouldn't the judicial system recognize that the insanity plea doesn't work anymore?
Oh no, I know. That's the way it plays out in this. That's actually the way it plays out in this. So yeah, written by Chuck Dixon and drawn by Graham Nolan, a great team. It's done simply enough. The United States Post Office issues a commemorative series of stamps, the Great Comedians. They win the wide circulation, millions of sheets. No controversy there. The series was a popular one. But for one dissenting vote, the great comedians, huh? So where's my stamp? Somebody show me my stamp, or the whole sack of you are canceled. Mr. Joker, you have to be dead before they can make a commemorative of you. Sorry. Really? Well, that's not gonna be a problem. That's not gonna be a problem for you. This is too much. Much like fun. Let's get to work. The postmaster kindly let me the combination to the vault. Anybody want to point it out to me? And the Joker's been on. Oh, so this actually was Batman. The Joker's been on the loose for months. Probably his longest time on the street in his adult life. Hey, he got cocky. Got a few letter bobs here for you, Betsy. Special delivery. If you don't mind, I won't wait for a reply. Oh, oh! I hate the think of using this stuff on a dog. Stand back from him, Robin. I'll handle him. Blah, 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 blah. Where'd you hide the postmaster, Joker? Address unknown. I thought so. Are you gonna be stubborn too? Tell me where he is. The police find and Postmaster Greenleaf at McLoon and Rudolph in Lintown, but it doesn't end there. It never ends there. Cut yourself some slack, Joker. How'd you plan pulling up the poison stamp score? He's not even listening, Harv. God. Pedro. And sorry about the hour. You're the assistant DA catching for homicide tonight. Yeah? This is Sergeant Bullock from Major Crimes Unit. We need you down in Midtown. Now? Is it bad? Only if you consider mass murder bad, Mrs. Pedro. Oh, 20 minutes. So you're here to get me off? No double entendres, please. Milton Deluge. I've been assigned as your attorney. I think the facts are plain here. With your history, an insanity plea is our easiest out. As long as I don't have to spend much time in this tacky city lockup, I'm sure we can make a solid case to a jury, if it goes that far. A jury of my peers? That I'd like to see, Milt. As I said, it might not get to court. It would be a good idea to get a plea going as soon as possible, just in case there are more of those poison stamps out there. Why does everyone keep talking to me about stamps?
All right. Not to criticize your performance, but I think the Joker would have had a different attitude there.
Yeah. Why does everyone? Oh, you're right. Why does everyone keep talking to me about stamps?
Yeah,
you're right. Kind of like someone else bringing a joke that he never said. He's like, "Why are you associating me with that joke?" All right. Where'd you put the stamps, Ernie? How should I know? You had them last. Every time we lose something, it's me who had it last. I want to send a thank you thank you note to your cousin Claire and Clarice. God knows what, and you won't do it. Try my sock drawer. I bought some of those comedian stamps. Perfect for you, Ernie. You think this tie goes and goes, Phil? Phil? Did you find the stamps? Phil? Oh! Basically, the Joker toxin are on the stamp, so...
How does this differ from, poisoning a square full of people or flying a plane and spreading poison?
We'll get to it. Here's the difference why. We're going to get to that. Okay. I have your reports and the witness depositions, Detective. It's a typical Joker case. there's already an incompetency plea on the table with the district attorney. We have to. If we go in a trial, it'll be a travesty. The perp will intimidate the jury and the witnesses and play us for fools in the media. And when the circus is over, he'll skate on an insanity defense. That's about what I expect from. Hear me out, Sergeant Bullock. I'm telling you that what will probably happen. But I say let's go for it. No pleas, no deal. We nail my multiple murders ones and murder ones and shoot for the death penalty. You like that, Sergeant? What kind of donuts do you like, Mrs. Baydrew? So that's why she's deciding to take a chance.
Mm-hmm.
That's why this is different. And despite the Joker's arrest, the city's best efforts the deaths continue. The poison stamps have claimed 3 victims since the recall of the commemorative series. The mayor and the postmaster urge the public to turn in any comedian stamps they may have purchased. The families of the victims know that this prank is no laughing matter. I keep asking myself, why Phyllis? Walter was a wonderful man, a loving, caring. Everyone loved him. Why did these things happen? Deep, deep, deep. I'll double up with laughter as the death toll heads for double digits. J. Sending it to the Joker. And busy? And too busy to eat? Never. I got Chinese. Hope that's okay. Beautiful. This is the ugliest one yet. We have him, and the killings goes on and on. He even's got someone sending his notes. Not his best effort, but certainly his style. What can we do? You figure in this day and age, the media could reach everyone. If there's someone sending the notes, then maybe there's someone still putting out poison stamps. And he hasn't varied from the comedian stamps. The seam is everything to him. He asked for I hate when it does this. He's asking for $1 million from the city. The actual figure is $999,999.99. Sick bastard. I borrowed Joker's personal effects. What he had on him when he was booked. Have them for you tomorrow night. We'll scout out his known associates. Oh, what the hell was it? They had on. And at the end of this trial, we will see that the defendant acted out of cold calculation. The 9 murders he is charged with were each premeditated and mercenary. A man twisted by a cruel use and an uncertain future. A man who needs therapy, not punishment. A man who begs your pity, not your scorn. This is not the face of sanity. Can you really look upon this face and say this is a man in control of his actions? Is the prosecution ready to present their case, Miss Baydrew? The prosecution is ready. Your Honor, I move for mistrial. My client should be institutionalized. Approach the bench. This trial will proceed, Mr. Lelouch. Your client has been deemed competent to stand trial. Your Honor, and if I suspect either of you are grandstanding for the cameras, Your Honor. By the way, how's my hair look? So in other words, we got an assistant DA who wants to prove herself, and a judge who cares more about him grandstanding for the press. That's why this is going forward. Basically, Chuck Dixon may make it very clear all of these planets are getting aligned. You have a horrible crime, and you have, like I said, you have the ADA and this judge are all what's giving it this right opportunity.
Oh. And if it actually was a crime that the Joker was guilty of, they could actually...
Batman would have allowed it.
Yeah.
But that's what the cruel irony is. That's what Texas made clear. You have the heavens have aligned. The planets have aligned. Everything is going perfectly, but the Joker didn't do it. A once in a million opportunity, and no one was at home.
Oh.
The wrong person was at home. Is that a good way of putting it?
Yeah.
Once in a million opportunity, and the wrong person was at home. Let's get the ball rolling, Miss Baydrew. My God, that awful trial is on at this hour. These are tapes of today's session. It would be inconspicuous if Bruce Wayne spent the day watching court TV. As you say, Those tests are inconclusive as the evidence was mishandled at the scene. I object to this as inadmissible on the grounds that Mrs. Richard Lascas, yes, your husband's on the Joker trial. Yes, how did we just know? Okay, we want to talk to your husband. About what? We'll explain that in the car. Oh, call 911, Mrs. and Lascas. Oh my. So we have confirmation he's got a machine working on the outside. But the 3 months you brought in are in the dark on the extortion deal. We have a new extortion notes. Still no details for pickup, and no traces of evidence. No trace evidence. Not even a partial. The latest note hints the change in the pattern. God knows what he's got planned. I'm not so sure of what. That this cash demand is part of the original crime. Haven't you been watching the news? No, I've been watching the Joker. Cross-examination, Mrs. Beidrew. Oh, I hope this won't be a cross-examination, counselor. Your Honor, could you instruct the witness? Okay, I'll be good. You claim to have no knowledge of the stamp poisoning or the extortion demands made in the city. Hear no evil, see no evil. Your Honor, I'm innocent of those charges. But you are aware of the devious and clever nature of the crime. Devious? Clever? Pa! Uh-oh! Oh no! She's drunk! No, he realizes he realized she's poking at his ego. You've seen better. I've been witness to genius in the area of criminal endeavors. Oh no. Really? Yeah. The kidnapping of the mayor, the crippling of the city on numerous occasions. Oh, and my glorious abduction of the commissioner and his daughter. Objection! Mass murder, maiming, torture, and terror. I've done it all, lady. You're looking at the Einstein of crime. Objection, Your Honor. Sticking some poison on the back of some postage stamps, lady. Amateur night in Dixie. Simple as that. No more questions. My client's previous criminal record is not admissible as evidence, and cool your jets, counselor. I'll instruct the jury. Please disregard the previous testimony and do not consider it in your deliberation as evidence. What?
Yeah, it's not exactly it's not a confession, but it's basically like a.
He just tainted the jury.
Yeah.
And Joker's realizing it. I think Joker's realizing it.
Oh.
Look at all the sweat on him. Look at all the sweat.
Yeah, that's.
You'd like Mr. Deluge? No further questions, Your Honor. Even his assistant's like, oh Lord. Again, the fact that everything is aligning. Everything is getting perfectly aligned for Joker to be put on death row. And yet, again, again, 1 in a million opportunity. A 1 in a million opportunity to get rid of the Joker legitimately.
Yeah, even I like you're saying. This is the one way how the Joker could be killed off in a way that Batman would allow it.
And but the bullet was wasted. The silver bullet was wasted. And again, because let's be honest, the fact is, well, yeah, like I said, the fact we're building up on this, it's so clear the Joker is innocent, because otherwise he would embrace it. Why wouldn't he? Why would Joker lie? We just saw him just spout all those truth bombs.
Yeah.
So what what are we looking for? We've been over the Joker stuff a half dozen times. Anything that might lead us to locations the Joker used as hideouts or stashes. He's been free for a long time. He's covered a lot of ground since getting out of Arkham. Will this help us to find out who he's using to make good his threats? That's part of it. You're being mysterious again. Let's magnify this. It's some kind of receipt. Big as a house, but it doesn't look like much. The invoice number is useless, but those 2 letters. So not a whole lot to go on. There's some marks. They're very faint. I can enhance it. Do it. An address, maybe written on another piece of paper. It made an impression on this one. I bet it's a faint carbon imprint. Someone took a note on an invoice pad, Probably the invoice before this one, like a delivery driver. So it's number 101 on the east side of an east-west street. How many addresses like that can there be in Gotham? Maybe 100. Triple that for the county. So what do? We match with any business, beginning with SO and check them all. And there may not even be a connection. There's someone who can help us. Sure, I've got a database for all of Gotham updated monthly. Triple cross-reference, a match search should pull this one up for you. And I should point out by this point, we the readers know it's Barbara. Batman does not.
Huh.
There was a point where they didn't know. What is this case? Tell her. The Joker. Whoa, what happened? She rebooted our system. Shut us down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbara doesn't have the moral vibe, that moral ground that she would personally see the Joker in a. If the joke, she would probably go attend the.
The execution. Even knowing if he was innocent, she wouldn't care. Right. Wait, we're going down. We're going down to the wire, Joker. No outbursts like the other day, please. So I give a show. You want them to think I'm nuts, right? I don't want them to think you're guilty. There's no compelling evidence to connect you to the Stamp murders. The city's case is weak. You can walk if they can't pin the murders on you. It's a no-brainer, Milt. Just prove I'm crazy, and it doesn't matter if they connect me to the poison stamps. Oh, it's that easy to show insanity? It's that easy.
Ignore the pain. That's insanity.
Yep. The jury finds the defendant guilty on all counts of first-degree murder. See? I told you, Milty. Easy as, what? This can't be! Justice is blind! I am not guilty! I am an innocent man! Innocent! I'm innocent! Can't you see that?
Okay, that was a face that would that would make him look innocent. Okay. Insane, not innocent. Yeah, that's the face of insanity right there. Or that is something that people would, out of context, they would recognize as insanity and not a sincere pled of being innocent.
Yep. I like to think my wife rests easier. I know I will. The death penalty is the only punishment for him, and even that's going too easy. What can I say? Justice was served. But what good does that do Phyllis? I suppose we're pleased, are we not? Even now, the jury is deliberating sentence. I see. The jury has decided unanimously the sentence will be death. And that woman loves me, you know. She does. You got guts, Miss Baydrew. You should have been a cop. That may be the highest compliment I've ever received, Sergeant. Tomorrow they took you to Blackgate, Block 6, the death house. I figured you. Tomorrow they take you to Blackgate, Block 6, the death house. I figured you'd show. You've never been in a real prison before. I mean, mixed in with population. I'll manage. I wonder. I think you'll do hard time. In 2 weeks, I'll be ready to place. You didn't do it, did you? Ha! That's for me to know and you to find out. Team 1 in position. Everyone in place. Gung-ho and all that crap, and Pettit. Let's maintain a standard radio procedure, Bullock. The loot's in place. The 2 mil in a trash bag, just like the perps asked for. Team 2's in place. Team 3 in position. Team 4, I'm here, damn it. How's about anybody doze in this place? Nobody suspicious. Near the drop. They're making us wait. We'll give them a couple of hours. Now arriving. Corn Belt Special, Track 3, Track 5 for Metropolis Limited. Arriving Track 2, Sunshine Express from Miami. Connection for Central City, Ivy Town, and Point West. And Harv, Casa Transit 107 for East River and Bristol. The swag is gone. They mixed in. Who made the pickup? I couldn't see a thing. They checked the schedules. 4 trains pulling in at once. We're sealing the parking lot. It went okay? Just like you planned. Hand it over. They might have put a transmitter in here. Deep. Oh, those sons of a... Don't they care about people's lives? I don't get it. He's not guilty. He didn't have anything to do with the poison stamps or the extortion scheme. I have a lead on some of his old gang members. I always thought you cared more for justice than the law. So Joker gets the death penalty for a crime he didn't commit. He deserved it 100 times over in his life. This time he didn't slip away. You know it doesn't work that way. Yeah, but maybe it should just this once. And quite frankly, I'm confused as well. I would say that the sins of the past have caught up with the Clown Prince. Would you? Have you forgotten that there's another killer out there? The real killer? He used the Joker's crime spree as a mask for his own efforts. The city won't give in to his demand. Who knows how many innocent victims will follow the Joker to the grave? I've never seen him this theatrical. Grim. He's like all great detectives. He possesses a deep-seated loathing for mysteries. Even you don't believe me. My personal beliefs are immaterial. We have the appeal process ahead of us now. I can get the death penalties thrown out, or at best delayed another 10 years. They're taking me to Blackgate tomorrow. Oh, I can't do anything about it. I've never been in prison before. Look at the bright side. You won't be in population. Death row is segregated. You really know how to cheer a fellow up, Milt. What can I do? I just want somebody else to believe I'm innocent. Give me 4. Ha! Knew you were bluffing. Yeah, well, this storm's interfering with my concentration. Shut up and place a bet. Damn, there goes the light. Hello, boys. Deal me a next hand. Oh, that's awesome! That is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. I little exaggerated how the width of the shoulders, but yeah.
As soon as one of you comes around, we'll have a little talk. You're going to tell me exactly how you're working the Joker's extortion game. I've got our first appeal in. I base it upon, who cares, Milt? Just stall them. Stall for all you're worth. I don't want to die for some other mutt's gag. Stall, Milt. Play for time. Joker. A few questions, Joker. Look this way. Over here. What are you doing to avoid the chair? Are you still saying you're innocent? Are you angry the city cheated you? Give us a smile. Any opinions on the trial? Joker. My public. You're in 6. Yep, he's loving it.
Yeah. The attention lets him get through this.
Oh, it actually does more than that. Just a sec. Sorry. You're in 6 block. That's death row. Here's the rule. Touch a guard, and it's the axe handle for you. Hit a guard, and it's the axe handle and mace. Stab a guard, and it's the handle, the mace, and 30 days in the box. Kill a guard, and God help you. Any question, clown boys? How did they get those little pimentos and the olives? It's all yours, Jack. Looky, a new fish. It's the friggin' Joker. Hoo-ha! Don't hurt me, Joker. Give us a smile, Joker. I've got good news and bad news for you, Joker. The bad news is you're getting the hot squad. The good news is now you can get your face in one of them stabs. Here's where you'll be living for the rest of your life. You eat your meals here. You get 1 hour phone privilege, 1 hour of TV in the common room, and 1 hour and 6 blocks its exercise yard. You're sure this block was 10 other short timers. Lonely. A harmonica, please. Something you'd like to say? Not really. You don't want to join this chorus. Everyone's asking me why I'm working so hard to clear Gotham's greatest threat. You have your reasons. The same one that brings you out here every night. So what's on for tonight? Known associates. I wasn't in any score. I fenced a few things where I'm sure that was history. I've done my stretch. Woo! I ain't had nothing to do with that wacko in a long time. We parted on bad term. First he broke my heart, then he broke my legs. The Joker. You used to be tight with him. You were part of his string. Went on his biggest early scores. Maybe you know some of his latest schemes. All I know is they nailed him this time. He's getting the chair, and I couldn't be happier. He put me in this chair. He left me to die on one of his jobs. Cops lifted a truck off me. I was in 2 months in a coma, man. I wish I could be there and pull the switch on that sick bastard. Oh. His hands are shaking. We know it's him, of course.
Yeah. Well, it was a guy wearing a face mask and a wheelchair that was shown to making that.
Yep. I'd say he had a pretty solid alibi, maybe, or damn strong motivation. You know, I'm still getting that pain up. Hey, what's going on? Did we have company? I heard you. Batman was here. The Batman? I've got to make this deal work. I got to give it another shot. But you don't have to stay around, babe. Silly. We're partners, remember? What are you saying? No
Oh,
appeal, Filch.
yeah. This
I want.
was before No Man's Land.
Yep. No
Yeah,
appeals,
so
Filch.
no Harley because Harley was introduced in No Man's Land.
Yep. I want the fast lady to the hot seat. Did you see the lights? The reporters? I'll bet I was the lead story on all the news shows. I made the front page of every paper, right? This is all about publicity to you. More than that, Milt. Hold on a second. Just a sec. All right. Sorry, I just found out one of my videos is currently was minimized.
Oh. Minimized, like.
Yeah, like small. So I'm gonna have to fix it, which means I gotta delete it and then redo it. Oh boy. Just give me a moment. I'll edit this part out.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, you have Superman sacrifice at the time.
I'm just letting them know that's what I'm gonna do. I'll finish it. I'll fix it when we're done here.
Yeah.
So anyway. So yeah, it is all about the publicity. More than that, Milty. I can't sit here in the dead's house for the long wait. We gotta speed things up. Can't let my story get stale, and I'll sue the state for millions if they stay my execution. I'm in the limelight. I'm staying here, but they're going to kill you. I might have that fixed too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So did he have so far a fixed death date that was up in the air, or decided to be coming up sooner rather than later?
I think it was coming. He wants it sped up, is what he said.
But
yeah,
some people can sit in the death row like for a full decade or longer before they are executed.
Right. But I might have, but yeah, reverberation still felt throughout the Gotham area from the spate of poison stamp killing, and to that the Joker's warning and wrongful life suit against the city, and you have a story that just won't die. Joining us today are victims of the Joker's mad murder spree, a spree that still commands our attention today as, you're a star, Joker. The death clock ticks for the self-professed clown prince of crime. Ernest Keeler, a gossip businessman, has founded a group for the victim. I thought it was important, Cassie. We needed to be there for each other, just to talk, to remember, to share the loss. The Joker's on the television every night. They call him a criminal mastermind. He poisons stamps, for God's sake. Hey, he's not a celebrity. He's a coward. Nothing but a coward. A coward? Do you have a request? Actually, I do. Yep, gonna have to operate. Oh! That is a perfect joke, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, just don't think about how the logistics of it.
You just shoved it down his throat. We've checked and cross-checked and even went to each impossible site. There's no address that corresponds to this receipt fragment. The entire subject will soon be moved. The Joker's date with the executioner is only a week away. Yeah, but we still have a killer out there. You gotta remember, the only reason why so many of these things take forever is because you have the lawyer stopping them or slowing them down and everything. But if Joker is not going to do that, it's going to speed right through. And true, but the extortion mechanism is set up. Who and whoever it is might be trying something. Good point. That's a good point. They have access to the Joker's venom. They'll use it again. And is your mentor abroad tonight? He hasn't slept in days. He's following his own lead, but most of them are lame. Nothing. We're at a dead end. The Felita list, your hunch was good. You uncovered dozens of collectors holding on to first of issue stamps. You should have heard them holler when we impounded their collection, but no toxins on the glue of any of them. That tells us how the poison stamp might have got into circulation. The suspect bought the stamps, doused them, and then returned them for cash. Had to be. Nothing conspicuous about it. We haven't had a demand since the pickup. I think whoever it is pulled up stakes. They're in another town by now. The Joker will be cold in his grave by the time we catch them. If we catch them, if there's another suspect. No, they didn't go into all this trouble to quit now. They'll change tactics, tamper with something else. Prescription drugs, food, water. Damn, something else to worry about. Ha!
Oh.
I like harmonica music, Whitey. And the harmonica guy. And they had to slit him open to get that Marine band out of him. I haven't had the pleasure, Mr. Tommy Mangles. I run the Meat Man crew. I'm here on 80 counts out, Whitey. Murder 1. 81 ain't gonna make any difference. Should I apologize, Mr. Mangles? Should I say I'm sorry? Sorry, don't walk the dog, Whitey. Really? Well, what if I was really sorry? Would that make a difference? Would that satisfy you? If I was really, 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 really sorry? Well, I'm not.
I think I know the allegory, or not the allegory, but there's some kind of. This is like a situation where a guy with a shotgun threatens someone with a knife. Does the guy with a knife manage to stab the shooter first, or before the guy with the shotgun shoots?
Good point. But yeah, thanks for coming along, thanks for coming along, Tim. Sure thing, Ariana. Your Uncle Vari can't load his new freezer on the truck by himself. It was so nice of you to spend your Saturday with us. Kids, this isn't a date. Help me find this place. It's 113 South Line Plaza. These streets are a maze. There's 101, 103, 101, 101 South Line Plaza. Could we have the address and business names mixed up? Easy store. So how do you like it, pal? Do you think I need a conditioner? Ironic, isn't it? That fly's gonna live longer than you. Says who? Sand's running out. Joker, you could help me. Go to hell. You should, and why should you care about me? I don't care about you. I care about justice. Justice. Just us. Show yourself to the door, old friend.
That's how the memes are made.
What?
That's how the Batman and Justice memes get made.
Justice.
Yeah.
And that's the mistake we're making. Gotham's broke. You can't squeeze blood from a stone. They even moved up Joker's death date to save on that crazy lawsuit of his. Why? And we should think about starting a campaign against the corporation. Some of these bills are way past due, huh? You ever think of paying them? The Zesties and the Zesties pays off. We'll be in the islands with a fat wad. Well, until then, I'd like to keep the lights on. I'm gonna send a few payments. Might as well use these up. I'll go in the other room where I won't bother you. The payoff's coming, baby. I can feel it. Pay up or put up. I'll put new life in your old slogan. A zesty and a smile. 2 mirrors or watch your prod tips fizzle. Oh yeah. Baby, I'll need those stamps we use, so no.
Oh.
In other words, they didn't do it. They were not responsible. No. Oh God, I heard laughter. Call 911. I'll stay until I hear the sirens.
Okay, they were doing it, but
they were just taking advantage. They were just taking advantage of everything.
Okay, that's a great suspension, or suspending the expectation, because you would expect them to be the ones, but this throws a monkey wrench into it because there's
exactly
fourth party now in it.
Exactly.
Hmm.
You meant to poison her? No, it was an accident. Yes, he's not the killer. We're back to square one. Your suspect's an opportunist. He knew the Joker well enough to copy ransom demands, and you said he's got a motivation. This proves the Joker's guilt. It would seem to. Put it to rest, Batman. The Joker has only 2 days. The hell with him. You're wasting your time. There's no 11th hour stay for that madman. I know how you feel, Jim. God knows I do. But I have to know. He finds where the warehouse was. Because why? Look at that mouse.
Yeah.
It looks weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. That look like a
Isn't it just creepy looking?
like a cartoon mouse or a cartoon rat, and not something of a well. Looking at the art style, it tries to be balanced realism and some comic book cartoon style, and yeah, this is something that stands out.
Exactly. But it's still creepy looking, isn't it?
It is. In that it does its job.
Yep. It's a search warrant for the content of bin number 212. We got an anonymous call. It made whole evidence in a homicide. I don't know. Mr. K ain't here, and we got no beef with your boss, huh? Just doing our job. Jeez. Looks like that call was righteous, Harvey. And I got you everything you want. And the lawsuit, obviously you'll never collect, but it made them race you to the chair in record time. And how are our negotiations going from the fourth estate? The bidding to cover your execution live is up to $3 million. Oh, and Paragon Pictures is picking up the film rights. And there's a few papers to sign to settle the estate. They'll accept a signature in crayon. And you brought my favorite color? Lavender. About time. Everyone in the squad hates me. They think I'm losing it. And we dusted that bin for prints. We came up with some that belong to the Joker. Not even a partial of one of his KAs. He did it solo. That is you up there, isn't it? Damn it. You can't be the only one who had access to that unit. Huh? You enjoy this, don't you? You had to have an accomplice, even an unwitting one. You're that sure? He won't talk to me. He won't profess his innocence, but he's not gloating either. He doesn't know any more than we do. You've spoken to him? How? Another little secret of mine. Fine. So what do you want from me now? The names of any employees connected to the warehouse. A fool's errand. Wouldn't be the first. I want to thank you for the audience, Warden and Zerhardt. Don't flatter yourself. I see every and I want to thank you for this audience, Warden. Don't flatter yourself. I see every condemned man. You're down to your last 36 hours. You're entitled to a few amenities. You could be sedated. No thanks. Any religious considerations? A priest might be nice. Your last meal? Something light, perhaps. A fruit salad with fresh strawberries and the tiniest dash of sweet cream cholesterol, you know? Strawberries won't be in season for 3 months. Oh, I can wait. Oh, look, Jason Todd. The commissioner emailed us the list. Maintenance office staff, the owner, and his agent. Owner? He owns a lot of property in the city and county. The easy store is just the name. It's my God. Well, I'm not really ready to socialize. Oh, I know it's been months. All I can think of is Phyllis. Her voice, her face. Maybe, and thanks. Maybe another time. Dee-da-doo-da-doo, dee-da-dee-da-doo-da-doo. Huh? Ernest and kill her? We have to talk. Guards, for God's sake! I told you this was a bad idea. They've been in there for hours.
What hours? No.
Yeah, in there for hours. And have mercy! I can't stand it anymore! Shut up and help me get him out! Thank the Lord you're here! What's the matter, Father? What's he doing? Confessing! And he didn't know all it was. It was out before the screaming stopped. I almost didn't get to sleep that night. That was the last time I used crushed glass. What? And Fran Baydrew, get down the major crime units right away, Miss Baydrew. Who is this? I'm not catching tonight. This is James Gordon. We've got somebody here that wants to tell you a story. You can have a lawyer. No, I want to confess. I made a promise. She'd never shut up. I could never do anything right. I just wanted to shut her up. I always open the bin when the account is 3 months past due. I found a drum of that stuff. The stuff that leaves a smiling corpse. They had to die. I didn't care and know them. I didn't care. I just had to be free. The only way. I doused the stamps and then returned them all over the city. I knew they put them back in circulation. I don't care what you do to me. Do whatever you got. You okay, Fran? I don't know how to feel. Sick is how I feel. You'll have time and time for our last statement, Joker. Don't even think of jerking us around. What a dream of it! Knowing the day and hour of one's death imparts a serenity I've never known before. I shall simply tell the witnesses and the million watching at home that Oh, didn't they tell it you? The governor turned down the network's request to televise your execution. Wah! Ring, ring. Would somebody please answer that phone? Yes? I'll hold. Yes, sir. I see. Very well, sir. That was the governor. He placed the stay on the execution on the Joker. Take him out of... Oh, no, you didn't. No, he's asleep.
Yeah, that would have made a sound if it was
I know.
on.
It's over. You mean it could have been over? We came that close to having the Joker out of our lives forever. Justice cuts both ways sometimes. Remind me to put that one on a t-shirt. Everyone pays for their crimes, one way or another. Home again, jiggity jig. You came close, Joker. Just minutes from death. Jiggity, jiggity jig. But I'm still here, baby! And that's right. And when you're sitting here alone in the middle of the night, unsleeping in the dark, remember, every breath you take, you owe to me. What's the matter? Don't you have any jokes for me? No! And that's it.
This is one of those stories that if Jason actually
Knew about it.
Up everything, then
he'll probably be pissed off. He would be pissed off.
Yeah. That
would have pissed him off. He would have been like, you let him live?
Yes. Especially, not to mention, Jason came back after the state of New Jersey, where Gotham is located. They stopped
Possibly is located.
Yeah, possibly. At least by that pre-crisis map, at least, or some, and or that's one of the most, maybe not updated, but strongest evidence that where it would be.
Right. But still, though. But what did you think of this story?
Yeah, pretty much like you also said, it was a 1 in a million case. That's the only way how the Joker could legitimately die in a way that Batman would allow it.
All the ducks were in a row. Everything was falling into place. You had a jury. You had a DA. You had all of this stuff going his way, and then going in his favor, and then boom. It wasn't him.
Mm.
And the fact that you even have Barbara refuse to help for legitimate reasons.
Mm. Yeah, that's...
Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. That's pretty much... That was one way, the one way they could have actually tried to do it.
Exactly. But...
I'm surprised there are some... Obviously, this is not in canon anymore, but they could have tried.
It could still be in canon. I mean, hey, they just recently brought back Lex Luthor's daughter, so a lot of things could still be canon.
Yeah, but on the fact that it's case that it would not be, they could try to retell it today, or could they try to at some point? Maybe not in Gotham, but if the Joker was caught somewhere else where the death penalty is still practiced.
Yeah, exactly. But again. But the fact is, they were this close. And again, this was just so good. I really liked this story. It's still one of my favorites because of this. I mean, the writing was good. Everything made sense. Even the red herring. I really liked the red herring.
Yeah. That was all. You could see that's what it was. It was taking an advantage of a happening situation, but not exactly showing that but those people who were doing it, you couldn't actually see that if they had it in them to actually try to kill all those people as they were.
Exactly, and the guy who did it though, he was nuts.
Yeah, it was like they made a portrayal of him like he was a mourning widow, but
Yeah.
then the confession he made. I was trying to, I think I'm still trying to comprehend it. Like he was not happy with how his in the later twilight years of his marriage and wanted essentially his wife to shut up and then decided to go
Yeah,
lethal
boy, and
methods.
he didn't care who died because he didn't know him.
Ugh.
Yeah, that you just wanted to basically be like, dude, you are nuts.
Yeah, that went a little too.
Yeah, but overall, I would say that this was just, again, I mean, the artwork was good. It's Graham Nolan. What do you expect?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Some exaggerated, but the shadows also worked with some covering some flaws. The lightning strike where Batman appeared in that poker night, that was a cool one. But still, the way how his shoulders were almost like compared it to me, it was almost looking like Batman had shoulders as wide as how far my elbows go.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, I still say this is a classic Batman story that deserves more recognition, more love, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just why doesn't it? I don't know. Who can say?
Yeah, it could show that Batman would be willing to let the Joker die if it was legitimate, but it should be a watertight case. If there's even a 1% chance or a 0.01 chance that Joker is innocent, Batman would want to iron that out so that he would later learn that he was.
But you know what makes this even crueler? Batman was fearing that someone else would do it again. When it was made very clear the guy was doing it once just to get rid of his wife. It was never going to happen again. That makes it even crueler. Yeah. This was not going to be a repeat offender. I mean, doesn't that make it crueler when you think about it?
Yeah. He wouldn't do it again. Yeah, he would have done it and then let it go. Like that self-insert that Brian Boland did in the Killing Jokes companion story. That guy would do something once and then not do anything again.
Exactly. But still, for this, I mean, what do you think about like everything that fell into place? Like the judge, the fact that he was a media glory, judge.
Yeah, yeah, that would be a feather on his cap and career on going watching over the trial that sent the Joker to the death penalty. Electric chair. That would be a career boost.
Exactly. But again, overall though, like I said, classic story, and I think this actually gives a definitive answer to why Joker gets away with it. None of these ducks were in a row like this. You either have something in there that it falls back on. You either have the DA or ADA not do it. You have a judge who's not willing to go through with it. You have someone actually decide that the Joker is insane. You have the Joker. I think Joker, if he had done it, I think he would have come off more insane during the trial. And I think that might have freaked out the jury. You think about that?
Yeah.
I think he would not have. I think he would have been more insane because he would have grandstanded about it. And I think that would have disturbed people. Whereas this one here, he was holding back. Joker was holding back because he knew he didn't do it.
That's one thing, actually. Like think about the situation that happened with Injustice. That would have been pretty much like a federal crime that the Joker committed like across state lines or in a larger scale than just doing something in Gotham. That would have made him actually be branded as a terrorist. So
exactly.
and then he wouldn't be like in a judicial court. That would have been like a federal court or some actual high court that would have much higher standards and demands of the prosecutors and the judge to deal with. That would have would you imagine that would have definitely, like, if Superman had not killed the Joker, he would not have been just thrown back to Arkham and
no. This would have been he would have to be on the run for the rest of his life.
Oh.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, not wrong. Then again, I haven't looked up, like, when the New 52 happened. There was like I did some off my passive coordination of the Joker's activities in the New 52. Like, there was the one appearance in the Detective Comics. Then there was his appearance that was done in Death of the Family. Then he was gone for who knows how long until the Scott Snyder's Endgame happened. Then after that, he was sane. Until Metal happened, and those were just like few and far between situations where the Joker appeared or did anything. And I don't think he was ever locked up during since the New 52.
Right, but I would say though this and the story Going Sane are perfect complements to each other of getting in the mind of the Joker when you really think about it. I mean, it's a totally different stories, but when you think about it, these two are almost perfect, at understanding him.
Yes. Something also looked like the Joker was like, at some point it almost looked like he was somewhat willing to die in the chair, as long as he had an audience to his
exactly execution. That's why he put up a fight, and then he was so exhausted he just passed out like
Yeah. That's one that theorization that I have done. Like if the Joker wants to die, he wants to make sure that his death is either a spectacle or something where he gets to take Batman with him.
Exactly. But overall though, like I said, I keep on repeating it, but let's actually wrap it up here now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming with me on this one, Pika. Thank everyone else for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
And may your heart be your guiding key.
Yep.